Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video on the channel today. Today's video, we are going to be rebuilding the Los Angeles Chargers. I know that my Colts rebuild did not go at all the way I expected, and that's okay because we're going to bounce back. We got the Chargers. Now, I will say there are a few things about the Chargers that are really, really interesting. First of all, they are in cap hell. So that is going to be priority number one, is to get a lot of those bad contracts off the books. Number two, unlike the Indianapolis Colts, the Chargers have a proven superstar quarterback under contract. So I think Justin Herbert is really going to be the key to this rebuild, and that is to no credit of my own. Obviously, he's going to be a stud, but he is going to be the catalyst of our team for many, many years to come. And then lastly, they have a really, really good pick in this draft, pick 5. So there's going to be a lot of things that we could do with that 5th overall pick, but let's go ahead and start the Chargers rebuild with Jim Harbaugh. All right, so looking here at some of the players that we need to re-sign, Rashawn Slater is going to be a priority. Austin Eckler can kick rocks. Kenneth Murray can kick rocks. Gerald Everett can kick rocks. Like, a lot of these guys, I have zero interest in re-signing. And we're not doing very good cap space-wise. As you can see, we only have $5.5 million. I think that's honestly a generous estimate that Madden gave them. But what we're going to do is we are going to accept the 5th-year option for Rashawn Slater. We'll negotiate a long-term extension with him next offseason because I just don't think that we have the money to do that right now. So we're going to accept his 5th-year option, and then the rest of these guys, like, they can just kick rocks. All right, let's take a look at some of the team salaries, and yeesh, this is it's really bad. So Khalil Mack is making a lot of money for a 33-year-old pass rusher. He's making $38.5 million. Joey Bosa, same thing. He's at least only 29, though, so I think he does have some years left. But injuries, I think, have really caught up to him. $36.6 million. Keenan Allen is making $34.7 million. Mike Williams is making $32 million. Derwin James is making $20 million as an almost 30-year-old safety. Justin Herbert making $20 million, I have no problems with. Corey Linsley, I do think he retired this offseason, so I will go ahead and cut him out of fairness for the rebuild just because we won't have him anymore. But I need to figure out of these guys who I want to restructure, who I'm going to cut, and then who I'll potentially trade. Joey Bosa also carries a $33 million cap hit for next season as well. Yeesh, I don't know, man. I think we want to get rid of a lot of these contracts. So I think I'll look to trade Khalil Mack, trade Joey Bosa. I might want to keep Keenan Allen, even though he's 32. No, you know what? I'll trade Keenan Allen as well. I'll trade Keenan Allen. Mike Williams, we'll try to get something for trade as well. We can restructure Derwin James because he is only 28 years old right now. Justin Herbert obviously is staying still. Eric Hendricks, we can go ahead and cut him. We can cut Trey Pipkins. We can keep Trey Pipkins for now. All right, so releasing Eric Hendricks gave us about another $4 or $5 million to work with here. Again, we're trying to get all these bad contracts off the books. So I'm going to go hit the trade block and try to get some trades done, see what we can get for some guys like Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack. Now, my goal for 2024 is really not to compete. My goal is just to kind of get the cap situated, get everything checked out. I'm really not aiming to compete in 2024, and I think that 2024 is like a little reset year, and then 2025 is when the Chargers will start actually competing. Okay, so I was able to get Khalil Mack to the Detroit Lions for a 2nd and a 5th round pick. This deal to me makes sense in real life too because the Lions are looking to compete. They could use another piece on that defensive line, and they have cap room to make a move like this and not kill themselves. All right, and then for Joey Bosa, I sent him over to the Indianapolis Colts. Got a 2nd, a 4th, and a 5th. Pretty much the same deal as Khalil Mack, trying to get a lot of mid-round picks. Again, we want to fill out this roster with cheap, young talent. All right, so I just completed another trade. Keenan Allen and a 2nd for Terry McLaurin. Now, listen, Terry McLaurin is the same overall. Yes, I understand. But he's 4 years younger. He's under contract for longer. Keenan Allen is going to be a free agent after next season. I like this trade. We have a plethora of 2nd-round picks after trading Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack. I think this is a good deal. All right, after making some trades, after doing some wheeling and dealing, this is what the team looks like. Mike Williams, Quentin Johnston, Josh Palmer are decent. Obviously, Justin Herbert is great. Listen, we need big help at running back. We need big help on the interior of the offensive line. Tight end's an area of concern. Going over to the defense, and this is just hot fucking garbage. Other than Derwin James, hot garbage. So we are going to have our work cut out for us rebuilding this defense. But that's why I cleared up so much cap, and that's why I wanted to eliminate all the bad contracts, because now that gives us the ability to go out into free agency and to go out into free agency next year to supplement some of our needs. First free agent I want to sign, Dicker the kicker, give him a 3-year deal, $2 million, 1.5 signing bonus, cheap contract. I think he's going to re-sign. We just got our kicker back. Now in free agency, I really want to prioritize young guys, right? One young guy I would love would be Jalen Johnson. I don't know if we have the cap room for Jalen Johnson, but we can give it a go. Patrick Queen is also another guy. After cutting Eric Kendricks, I think he makes a lot of sense. Only 25 years old. Geno Stone as well would fit nice at free safety. So there are some young players, I think, more so Jalen Johnson and Patrick Queen that I would like to target in free agency. Again, I probably can't offer them like monster contracts, so that maybe eliminates Jalen Johnson. But I think Patrick Queen would be probably our one free agent that we would go after because he's young and he'll be on the team for a long time. So we did get Cameron Dicker. We were not able to get Patrick Queen. That's totally okay. Again, I don't want to spend a whole lot of money. If there's the right guy, maybe get the right contract. But just looking at the age of some of the guys still available, Jeff Okudah, I guess, would make sense. He's not very good, though, which is a problem. And, he is 25, which isn't bad by any means. Kenneth Murray is our own linebacker. I don't know if I want to bring him back. I'm kind of wanting to tank the year if we're being realistic, if we're being honest, rather. I think tanking the year is not the worst thing in the world. Isaiah Simmons is definitely intriguing, though. I'll throw Isaiah Simmons a contract offer. I'll give him about $2.5 million with a $3 million signing bonus over 3 years. Hopefully he accepts. If not, it's totally okay. All right, so Isaiah Simmons did end up signing with us, which is nice. But like I said, 2024 is not going to be a year where the Chargers are really good. Let's go to the draft and see what we're able to acquire with our plethora of picks. All right, so let's enter into the NFL draft. Now, I have a theory that we're going to trade down from pick number 5, but that's just a theory. So a top 5 pick would get us a lot of draft capital. I want to review some of the offers that we have. We have offers for first, 5th, 7th. Okay, that's not bad. First, 3rd, 7th. So that'd be a better offer. First, 3rd. Don't even get out of here with that. 49ers pick. The problem is it's too late. Buccaneers at least is pick 27. And it's, I guess the Vikings is 2025. I didn't even see that. Atlanta, 2025 first, 2024 second. I can't do that. Pick 22, pick 54, a 4th, a 6th, a 7th, a 7th. Can't do that either. Pick 15, an extra 2nd, and an extra 7th. Okay, so the 2nd would be in 2026. Obviously, the 7th would be in 2025. Now, this one's intriguing to me because we're only moving down 10 spots, getting another 2nd-round pick. But honestly, I want to see who was on the board here just to see if there's a really big position of need that we could get. So I wasn't necessarily blown away by any of the offers that we got for pick 5. So let's see who was on the board here. So Caleb Williams, Drake May, Jaden Daniels, which none of these guys would be there at 5, but whatever. Malik Neighbors is tempting to go at pick for number 5. I do think that he would be really damn good, and he's a guy that we could probably use. Brock Bowers, Rome Odunze, Michael Penix, Fuaga, Nate Wiggins. Again, I'm thinking that we might want to trade down a pick, but again, with the clock running out the way that it is, I don't necessarily know if we have that option. So I'm going to stick and pick. I'm going to go with Malik Neighbors. He's been a favorite of these rebuilds so far. I will go with Malik Neighbors, get us a certified stud pass catcher, 93 speed. He's pretty damn good. Now, we have like 2 or 3 other 2nd-round picks, so I'm not really worried about filling needs just yet. I wanted to go BPA with pick 5, and let's see what's available in the 2nd round. So with our 2nd-round pick, I definitely want to address a need on this team, and we have a lot of them. Safety's a need. Corner's definitely a need. I think that interior offense and defensive line is a need. Linebackers are a need. But looking at our draft board right here, I think the best player available is Quinion Mitchell. He's going to be a guy that's going to be an instant playmaker for us, instant impact player. I really liked him coming out of the actual draft. He's one of my favorite prospects. And great Senior Bowl. Welcome to the Chargers, my friend. All right, jumping forward about 10 picks. Listen, we still have corner on the board that we need. Tyler Guyton is a really interesting player, I think, at right tackle because Trey Pipkins isn't really that good. Maybe we can even move him to right or left guard. Trey Pipkins would probably get replaced there. Brian Dorius is a pass rusher. He's a defensive end. We definitely need defensive ends. What don't we need at this point? Josh Newton is interesting. Jatavian Sanders is a guy that, man, maybe he's there later or early in the 3rd. I think that he could be something special. But I do think that we are going to go with Tyler Guyton. just because we want rock solid protection for Justin Herbert. He's our #1 asset. Again, we can move Trey Pipkins maybe over to guard. I think Tyler Guyton is a guy. Middle of the second round, I think I like that value. I'm going to go ahead and take him right here. All right, I want to address some linemen here. Who are the best linemen still available? Junior Colson. We did just get Isaiah Simmons, so that's not as, I guess, intriguing as it possibly could be. Mason Smith out of LSU is interesting because we pretty desperately need defensive tackle right now. That's probably the pick. I'll compare him to McKinley Jackson right here just to see what they are. Block shedding B to D, finesse move A to C, power move C, tackling C. Block shed is B, finesse move A to C. I think Mason Smith looks better. Let me go ahead and check out some of his physicals. Ooh, 4.87. He's very fast for a defensive tackle. First, second, third, first. Yeah, he's an athletic freak, Mason Smith. I'm going to go ahead and take him right here. Hidden dev trait. 74 speed for a D tackle is pretty nice. Welcome to the Chargers, my friend. All right, now with our 4th round pick, again, I want to address interior of the line. Nelson Caesar is a guy who is interesting at right end here. We do need right ends, again, very badly. Matt Lee at center is a guy that I don't know if I could pass up given the fact that Corey Linsley has retired. I think that he could be our starting center, which is kind of sad, but I think I'm going to go with him, right? I do think that he's a good fit for this team. 504, 40-yard dash, which for a center, that's fine. He's the strongest center in the class, bench 35 on the bench press. I'm going to go ahead and take him. Normal dev trade, that's totally fine. He's going to get a lot of playing time. All right, so like I said, we have that extra 4th round pick as well. TJ Tampa is a guy who has fallen, and I think it's a bit irresponsible to pass him up because, like I said, we need corners bad. I know we took Quinion Mitchell as well, but TJ Tampa is another player that I think could get a lot of playing time for us, be very valuable for us. This is kind of a steal, 90 speed in the middle of the 4th round. I do like TJ Tampa here. Keith Randolph Jr., I think, is going to be the pick here in the 5th round. Fills a need for us at left end. And then, we do need a running back, so take a guy who ran a 4.33. Why not? We need running backs. Austin Eckler's replaced. 96 speed? Holy shit. Holy shit, did we just get a running back. 96 Excel? I almost about fucking jumped out of my chair. Jalen Wright, you are going to fit great in a Bolt uniform. All right, and then we had one of the last picks of the 5th round as well. Let's continue to look for interior players here. Brennan Jackson out of Washington State is, again, a position of need for us. Justin, no idea how to say that name. That's totally fine. D-tackle Evan Anderson could be nice. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead and bank that we get one of these edge rushers to be good. I will go ahead and get Brennan Jackson. 80 speed is not bad. Number 80 as an edge rusher, though, looks ugly as shit. And then in the 6th round, I'll go ahead and take probably best player available at this point. Jalen Polk is available. DJ James, Ricky Purcell. We don't want to invest too much in corners and receivers. So the best non-corner available is probably Miles Harden, Chase McClellan, who I'm not huge on. I will take this guy whose name I have no idea how to pronounce. I will take Justin Ibogabigi. Welcome to the Chargers. That's all I got to say. All right, let's take a look at the haul that we got in this draft. Malik Neighbors, Quinion Mitchell, Tyler Guyton, Mason Smith, Matt Lee, TJ Tampa, Keith Randolph Jr., Jalen Wright, who's got 96 speed. Holy shit. Brennan Jackson, Justin Ibanagi, and Justin McGrath, a fullback, because, why the fuck not? I think that this is a great haul. This is a great way to get the Chargers back on track. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip all the way to the playoffs. I do not expect the Chargers to make the playoffs this year. Like I said, this is a reset year. I'm going to skip to the playoffs so we could start the 2025 offseason. All right, so holy shit. We actually made the fucking playoffs. We're going against the Chiefs in Kansas City, so we have no shot, unfortunately. But this would kind of be the most Jim Harbaugh thing ever, to just squeeze out a playoff appearance in year 1 with a subpar roster. Listen, we set ourselves up with a lot of young talent, a lot of draft picks. We got the bad contracts off the books, and I think there's the only way to go is up for the Chargers right now. I'm kind of surprised. I'm going to upgrade the players automatically just because, again, I don't want to cheese anything. I want it to be kind of as realistic as possible. But I will go ahead and watch this playoff game. Before we jump into the playoffs, let's go ahead and look at some of these stats, see how everybody did. I'm guessing Herbert had a fucking monster year, and he absolutely did. 4,500 yards, 33 tuds, 14 picks. Not bad. Rushing. even though he's our number 2 running back. Isaiah Spiller had 726 yards. Nice. Jalen Wright, only 200. That's totally fine, though. We had 12 tuds. Okay. Receiving, how'd our boys do? Terry McLaurin, gave up a big package for him, had 1,000 yards. Donald Parham had 948. Oh, okay. How did Malik Neighbors do? Malik Neighbors only had like 300 yards. That's fine. He's a rookie. Honestly, I'm impressed. Let's keep making improvements to the defense. Our offense was 6th in the NFL. That makes sense. We were 22nd in defense. That checks out. That does check out, unfortunately. We were top 10 in points scored. We were probably like 25th in points allowed. I hit the nail right on the fucking head. I'm a genius. All right, starting off the game, Chiefs take a 7-0 lead. Makes sense. 7-7 tied up. They're going to make it 14-7 because our defense is not very good. But our offense is good. Now it's 14-21. This game's going by really fast. We're at stalemate here a little bit. Let's see who scores next. The Chiefs, they're up by 10 points. They're up by 17 points. They're up by only 10 points now. I don't know how to commentate this. I'm sorry. It's going so fast. Hey, we ended up making that game pretty damn close. We lost by 6 points in Kansas City in a blizzard with Patrick Mahomes. Justin Herbert fucking balled. Holy shit. 296 yards and 4 tuds. Let me tell you, there was so much frustration I had last week with having the Colts with Anthony Richardson because Madden fucking hates Anthony Richardson because he's like not proven yet. Having a superstar quarterback makes this rebuild so much easier. So Madden has the Cowboys winning the Super Bowl by 24, which is just insane. But let's go ahead and check out some of our players that we need to re-sign, check out how much cap space we have, and then hopefully let's keep going up. All right, let's see who we got to renegotiate with. Okay, Mike Williams, Asante Samuel, Josh Palmer, Zion Johnson. This would be a few players that I would like to renegotiate with. These other guys are garbage. I don't really care. But as you can see, we have $100 million in cap space, like I said I wanted to do. Mike Williams, you know, he's 30. I'll give him a 3-year deal for about $8 million and about a $7.5 million. So about $15.5 million a year. This will get him to 33, so probably his last contract with the Chargers. Mike Williams is going to re-sign. Perfect. Asante Samuel, he's a star corner. He's age 25. He's an 86 overall. I really don't want him hitting the free agent market. I will give him a 5-year deal. I'll give him about $7.5 million a year salary, and then I'll give him about an $8.5 million bonus just to get him to about $16 million a year. I think that works. Asante Samuel is coming back. Let's go. And then Zion Johnson, let's see what his option is. What's the 5th-year option? Oh, the 5th-year option is like $15 million. Okay. You know what? Yeah, fuck it. We got the money. Let's do it. Let's option Zion Johnson. So we got all the guys back that I really wanted to get back, which is exciting. Let's go check out some of the free agents. We have about $72 million to play around with. Holy shit, Justin Jefferson is a free agent and he wants to sign with us. Oh my God. Okay. Did not know that. I should not have signed Mike Williams. That's totally fine. Joe Thuney also wants to sign with us. Let's go. Okay. Can't be fucking around. Let's make sure that we get these guys. So Justin Jefferson, what do you want? You want $34 million for 4 years. Okay. We can do that. I'll give you 5 years. I'll give you $20 million salary. Oh God, this is really stretched. This is why we get more cap space, because when Justin Jefferson becomes a free agent and he wants to sign with us, we got to have the money to do so. Okay, I'll give you $35.5 million a year, more than you want, more years than you want. This gotta land Justin Jefferson. It absolutely has to land Justin Jefferson. Joe Thuney, we could really use a right guard. That'd be awesome. I'll give you 32. I'll give you 2 years, $13.5 million with a 9.5 signing bonus. A little bit of overpay. I understand. Now we got money. We want to spend money, but let's not get sidetracked. Let's do what we were supposed to do. Let's target the defensive side of the ball. More specifically, I think linebacker is probably our biggest area of concern. Matthew Judon is a free agent, and he wants to sign with us, bro. He wants to sign with us. I love it, Matthew Judon. 2 years. Let's go $3.5 million. Let's go $4.5 million for the signing bonus. Come to Los Angeles, Matthew Judon. And look who wants to come crawling back. Khalil Mack wants about, I'm going to give him less that he wants because we don't really have a whole lot of money. But I think Khalil Mack would be a nice addition. I don't have enough salary cap. Oops. All right, so the contracts have been offered. I'm so nervous. I'm going to go to my signings. I'm going to close my eyes. You guys are going to see it before I do. We didn't get J. Jeff? We didn't get J. Jeff? What? Who? Okay, who got J. Jeff? Oh, we did get J. Jeff. And we got Joe Thuney. Why did it not show up in my signings? Okay, it took a second to load. We got Justin Jefferson and Joe Thuney and Matthew Judon. Listen, I said target the defensive side of the ball, but when Justin Jefferson's a free agent, you take that, you shove it up your ass, and you sign Justin Jefferson. You give him as much money as he wants. Holy shit. Listen, I know wide receiver wasn't necessarily a need, but Justin Jefferson, Terry McLaurin, and Malik Neighbors, Mike Williams, congratulations. You are now trade bait. I'm going to use Mike Williams to go get some talent on the defensive side of the ball. Wow, I just made a fucking monster trade. Mike Williams, a first, a second, and a sixth for Dexter Lawrence from the Giants. This has been a phenomenal offseason for the Los Angeles Chargers. All right, let's check out the lineup before we head into the year. Right now, we're looking fucking great. Justin Jefferson, Malik Neighbors, and Terry McLaurin. Justin Herbert, who is a 94 overall, is so sexy. Tight end's definitely a position we're going to want to get in the draft. I won't lie. Offensive line is looking really good, especially on the left side with Rashawn Slater and Joe Thuney. I forgot I had to take Corey Linsley out of there. Oops. Anyway, right side could use a little bit of work, obviously. But, I mean, looking at the defensive side of the ball, we're looking a lot better than we have been. Isaiah Simmons is our number one linebacker. We got Matthew Judon on the outside. We got the stud Dexter Lawrence up the middle. Our young corners are getting better. And listen, you know, is the defense going to be great this year? No. But I need him just to not be disgustingly awful so that we can continue to make the playoffs. Let's go ahead and start the draft. My goal for the draft is going to be to get a tight end, maybe a running back, although I do like Jalen Wright, to be honest with you. I don't think we pick until the third round, so we're going to be sitting here waiting for a minute. All right, third round, pick 20. Let's go ahead and see if they got any good running backs or tight ends available. All right, Dakota Parsons is a tight end. Was first in the 40-yard dash, fourth in the bench press. I like the fit. I think he's going to make a good addition with the Chargers. And he's got 85 speed. I think that fits working with Justin Herbert. In the fourth round, listen, I think we do need some help still with our linebackers and our tight ends. And our running backs. Mike Butler, let's see what kind of running back he is. He is, again, really, really fast. Not very strong at all. Definitely kind of an elusive back. I think I could probably wait another round on him, to be honest with you. There does seem to be, you know, a few pretty decent running backs available still. Let's go down. Let's try to target maybe still a left end. I think Larry Weaver would be a nice pickup here. Again, just to fill a depth piece for us. Hidden depth trait. That is intriguing. Let's see how good Larry Weaver could end up being. Right outside linebacker is a position that we need. Peter Christie fits our scheme. I think fits is a top fit for us. Let's check out some of his physicals. 4'6", 40, not bad. He's a pretty decent athlete, nothing spectacular. Normal dev trait, I'm totally okay with that. And then for our last pick of this draft, again, I'm probably just going to go with best player available. That looks to me like it's Jonathan Dixon. I will go ahead and take him. Seems like a steal all the way in the 6th round. Hidden dev trade. I do like to see that. Let's go ahead and plug these guys in. I'll advance to the midway point in the year, and then we'll see if the Chargers made the playoffs or not. All right, at the midway point of the year, we are 5-2. Very good start to the year. I appreciate that. Let's check out some of the stats. How are our guys doing? Justin Herbert's first in the NFL in passing yards, 16-2. Yeah, this guy's a fucking stud. I love him. Jalen Wright, getting it going. I love it. Only averaging 3.2 yards per carry, though. We're not a rushing team. That's totally okay. Let's see how everybody's doing. Justin Jefferson, a little bit of a slow start to the year, but Terry McLaurin, Dakota Parsons, he's having a fucking good start to his career. Okay. Malik Neighbors is doing good. I am thoroughly impressed. We're second in offensive yards. We are 9th in defensive yards. So far we're like a top 10 defense borderline. 6th in points scored. Give it to me. Give me the defensive number. And we're 10th in points allowed. Yeah, we're in a really good spot right now. Let's check out, I guess, the lineup really quick. I will go ahead and see what they're doing just before I, sim to the playoffs. And yeah, dude, Justin Jefferson is a 99. Justin Herbert's a 95. Terry McLaurin's going to be a 91 with upgrades. Offensive line's looking good. How is the defense? Defense is looking solid, not necessarily great. I think Dexter Lawrence is a huge help in the middle of that defense. Let's go ahead and sim to the playoffs and see where the Chargers landed. It was kind of hilarious. We ended up being 13-4, which is awesome, but we didn't win our division because fuck the Chiefs. Of course we didn't. I'm gonna go ahead and play this wildcard playoff game, and I'll see you guys on the other side of it. So, like I said, it's not often that you see a 13-win team playing a road playoff game, but you know what? I'm gonna take over right here in the red zone. I think I got Dakota Parsons. I do. Touchdown. I'm so good at this game, dude. I literally one play and I get a touchdown. You gotta be kidding! The Colts lost. Colts won by 3 points. Oh my God, that is heartbreaking. 35-38. Damn. That is so fuck. All right, so Justin Herbert did win MVP, so that is encouraging. He's a 99 overall. We're going to start the next season, the next offseason, rather. I don't think we need to make a lot of changes. This team's really good. We just got to, win a playoff game. All right, so a couple players to re-sign here. Terry McLaurin and Rashawn Slater. Obviously, I want to get those guys locked up. All right, and before I do that with Terry McLaurin, I do got to make some room for the salary cap because we did spend a lot of money, unfortunately. And, re-signing Terry McLaurin is nice, but it's not the most important thing. We have 2 stud receivers, so I think that will be okay. We only have about $21 million, which is not ideal, but a lot of these guys do want to sign with us. Keenan Allen, welcome back, bro. You want to come back? I'd appreciate that. You know what? We'll get you cheap. Yeah, this is going to save a lot of money. We will get you cheap. We'll get you for about $16 million a year. I suppose that's fine. Again, he probably won't do it for that amount. I will go ahead and run it through the simulation just to see where he decided to sign with. And it was not us, doesn't look like, and that's totally okay. Oh, it was us. Okay, cool. So, yeah, we got Keenan Allen back for cheaper. I don't mind that at all, honestly. And like I said, we don't really have a lot of cap space, so on to the draft. All right, we could still use some defensive linemen, obviously. Let's go ahead and check it out, though. They got a lot of left tackles available for us. It looks like we do need still tight end, center. Defensive line is not great, admittedly. Let's see. It's really right tackle, safety, left tackle. Ooh, safety might be good, though. We kind of have a strong safety. I don't know. Sharif McCutchinson, you seem like a really high upside guy. Fuck, normal depth chart, dude. Never mind. Fuck that. On Warner, we do need edge rushers. We do need defensive linemen. Hidden depth trait, I like to see that. Welcome to the Chargers. Quantavious Hargrove. Just from the name alone, I can tell this guy's going to be a fucking demon. Never mind, he's got normal depth trait. Whatever. Del Warner, welcome to the Chargers. You're going to be like the 5th or 4th corner. And I'm going to be honest, I'm going to skip the rest of the draft. I'm just so excited to see this Chargers team with big expectations because the Chargers have never underachieved big expectations. You guys know that. They have big expectations. They were 13-4 last year. I'm just so excited to see how good they're going to be this year. All right. 12-5, another really, really good year. Let's go ahead and upgrade these players. All right, let's go ahead and skip a week. Hopefully they won their wild card playoff game. They did. They won their wild card playoff game. I forgot. Let's go ahead and check. Probably should have done this before the game. Let's go ahead and check to see how good our guys did this year. Justin Herbert, another just chef's kiss season. 4,600 yards, 42 tuds, 9 picks, 72 completion percentage. This guy's fucking amazing. Jalen Wright has proven to be a good investment. 773 yards, 6 touchdowns. Let's get to the sexy ones. Receiving yards. Justin Jefferson, I'll be honest, I'm a little disappointed in. Although 13 touchdowns is really fucking good. He did win an award. He is, or maybe not. Maybe that's just an old award. Dakota Parsons has been a phenomenal pick. Malik Neighbors has been phenomenal. They all kind of had 1,100 yards, which is funny. Just Jefferson and Malik Neighbors combined for 25 tuds, which is just, again, chef's kiss. Let's look at interceptions, see how many interceptions we got. TJ Tampa got picks. We had a lot of 1 interceptions, but I digress. Let's go back. Let's skip the Ravens game as well. Hopefully we make it to the conference championship game. We close our eyes, we squint, and we pray that the Chargers win. And they didn't. They got fucking trounced on by the Ravens. Can't keep recording today. We're just going to call it. It'll be a 4-year rebuild. They're in really prime contention right now. And then in typical Chargers fashion, when expectations were high and when everything was leading up to be so great, they underachieved. My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.